asked for change, but there was no point to try. So I looked to the sky and asked God why. It's true. Did I deserve to go through all I have been through? Did I deserve the punishment for being normal? No one ever said it was a piece of pie. I remained to look to the sky and ask God why.
Between 1939 and 1945, 6 million Jews were murdered in the Shoah. There were few survivors. One of these survivors was Sonia Warshawski from Poland, now living in Kansas City. She was sent to Auschwitz-Birkenau, Majdanek, and Bergen-Belsen concentration and death camps.
Yeah, we were spreading the ashes for fertilizing, and there were still little bones. How would you feel? Little bones. This is the 20th century, the highest when it comes to learning, Germany and Austria. This was something to think about, that one man could do such a harm to the whole world. And this is still a little thing what I'm telling you, what I have seen.
While one man was responsible for the mass genocide of millions of Jews, millions of Europeans were complicit in the violence. Shelley Klein of the Midwest Holocaust Education Center explains why this is the reason that Holocaust education is now more important than ever.
Learning and studying this event can help us, I think, better understand human nature. So certainly when we look at something on the scale of the Holocaust that involved millions of people as victims, but also millions of people in some sort of role of perpetrator, right? So when we think about the number of people who directly perpetrated the Holocaust in terms of pulling triggers or, operating concentration camps or death camps, that number isn't huge. But when we think about the number of people it took to be complicit in this event across Europe, not just in Germany, and over a 12-year period, we're talking about a lot of individuals who had to make decisions at a number of moments.
Kenneth Elkins, professor at Missouri State University, has taught the Holocaust for 20 plus years. He finds it to be an absolute necessity that students learn the power one individual has.
And I took a course with Meredith Adams that taught here in the history department on the Holocaust, or on that, Nazi Germany. And then the local rabbi taught a course. And I came away absolutely convinced that it was something everybody ought to study, ought to know about, because of what it tells us about human nature. And so I think the value of Holocaust education, once again, is that it makes us aware of our weaknesses and our less than positive sides, and that we are all capable to one extent or another, except for an exceptional few people, of perhaps doing evil or doing things that are not appropriate. And it may not be as much as operating concentration or death camps or killing people outright, but there are a lot of ways to be abusive.
While there were millions of bystanders who stood by and watched the Holocaust, there were also thousands who helped for whatever reason, whether it be to be good, to get money, or just to feel good about themselves. Regardless, they helped people like Sonia stay alive.
In cattle trains, which had only just a tiny little window and wired. In the winter, they put it on open those trains. So you can imagine, here are people dying from thirst from left and right. And we didn't realize why we are suddenly standing. I managed to stay. I was a short little girl. I was standing on dead bodies to reach through my my little hand through the, wiring. And I hoped, I took some money because you had people, men, Christian men working around, the station. And I was hoping that he'll give me some water. Some of them he would give him the money, but I was very lucky. He handed to me a little canteen with water. Till today, I still don't remember if my mama managed to give one sip.
I would like to think that I would be like the man who filled Sonia's cup, or one of the 26,000 righteous Gentiles. A journalist who took down the propaganda machine. But statistically, I would have been like the Associated Press. I would have been complicit. I would have stood by and watched the murderous actions. I would be like you guys right now, sitting and watching.